Good day. I'm Reverend Ronald Nathan. I'm the minister of the Whole God AME Zion Church in Jackson, St. Michael on the island of Barbados. Thank you for joining us today in our series of meditations called Veiled Truths. This is where we look at the parables told by Jesus Christ. Parables are stories told to illustrate a truth, sometimes a truth with a twist that speaks about things familiar. Jesus the Christ, the Palestinian Jew, used this first century literary form to teach his disciples. Some will get its meaning, many won't, for they were designed to make the listener think. Today's parable is about the invited guest, found in Luke 14, verse 7 to 14. And I have named this meditation, Pride and Prejudice. Luke 14, 7 through to 14. And I'll read a few of these verses. When he noticed how the guests picked the places of honor at the table, he told them this parable. When someone invites you to a wedding feast, do not take the place of honor, for a person more distinguished than you may have been invited. If so, the host who invited both of you will come and say to you, "Give this person your seat." Then, humiliated, you will have to take the least important place. But when you are invited, take the lowest place, so that when your host comes, he will say to you, "Friend, move up to a better place." Then you will be honored in the presence of all the other guests. For all those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. I once came across a quotation that said, "The sin of youth is passion. The sin of adults is pride. And the sin of the elderly is prejudice." Jesus was a master at understanding the psychology of the people he was dealing with. He was also a master class teacher at being able to summarize truths into parables about everyday life. He understood that human beings are obsessed with wanting to be in front and to be seen, even when we know we do not deserve to be. What do we do with ambition gone wild? This is not just about wishing to achieve something in life, but the desire to achieve at any cost in order to gain praise or to be seen. Jesus says to us, take the low road. Don't push yourself forward and be at risk of being humiliated. How do we find a middle road between being driven by ambition on one hand and being humble on the other? Our ambition must never cloud out God from our consciousness. Our ambition must never dehumanize others. Our ambition must never replace compassion as our default position. Our ambition must never allow us to demote or promote persons based on their external appearances or their status. I remember the words of Jesus Christ that says, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and all your strength, and to love your neighbor as yourself." An ancestor of Jesus Christ, King Solomon by name, once said, A gift opens the way and ushers the giver into the presence of the great. God will honor you. God will honor you and honor the gifts that are in you. Trust Him. We are the children of God, destined to produce fruit for His kingdom in the now and the hereafter. Jesus the Christ taught the people many things by parables. That which was veiled has now been revealed. Let us learn from these earthly stories and draw nearer to Him. May God open our minds to understand His will, open our eyes to see His doings, open our ears to hear His bidding, open our hands to receive His blessings, and open our hearts to love His children. Amen. God bless you and have a great day.